Today, I am going to describe a very common remedy, that is Bryonia alba. Where there is bry, there is dry. So, bry must be present with dry. No dry, no bry. Never think dry without dry. This is the doctrine of signature of Bryonia alba. There is dryness of the mucous membrane and the serous membrane, both. Serous membrane is the covering of the viscera like peritoneum, pericardium. First, I am going to deal about the mucous membrane. You see the lips, there is dryness. You see the tongue, there is dryness. You see the mouth, there is dryness. So, due to the dryness of the mucous membrane, there is great thirst for the large quantity of cold water at long interval. Due to dryness of the mucous membrane of the intestine is passing the hard black stool. If there is dryness of the serous membrane, then it get friction with the viscera, and due to that there produce the stitching pain. A stitching pain also found in case of calibichrome, but the modalities is just opposite of the Bryonia. There is vicarious menstruation in Bryonia, epistaxis instead of menses like phosphorus. There is peculiar headache with Bryonia if aggravation by the ironing like the sepia. There may be diarrhea from the cold drinks after became hot in the summer weather. So there is too much pain filled with the serous membrane due to the dryness. There is toothache which is worse from the warmth, warm drink and warm food. Emulation by cold water or lying on the painful side. The stomach complaint of Bryonia are relieved from the warm drink that become a particular because his desire is for the cold drinks, but his stomach is better from the warm drink. Bryonia patient is after made sick from the eating vegetables, salad, chicken salad. Bryonia patient sit up and hold the head or the chest during cough. Here I am going to deal few uncommon symptoms of the Bryonia alba, which must be kept in your mind like the computer store. Bryonia emulated from the cold air and from the cold application. If he moves, he gets warm up the pain are worse, but there are rheumatic symptoms better by the heat, and under these circumstances, this Bryonia patient feels better by the continued motion, just opposite to all complaint of Bryonia. All complaint of Bryonia, aggravation by movement, except rheumatic complaint written by Dr. Kent. If this rheumatic pain with swelling, ameliorated by heat and aggravation by movement also written by copper thread. So rheumatic complaint without swelling, amelioration by heat and amelioration by the continued motion. This rheumatic complaint, if there is swelling, aggravation by heat, and so the movement aggravates. Second thing, the Bryonia patient relieved by drinking cold water. If when overheated and he drinks cold water, all of his rheumatic symptoms worse, cough worse, the headache worse, even severe colic after drinking ice cold water after too much heated or the warm season. Number 3, the stomach complaint of Bryonia are relieved from the warm drink that become a particular because his desire is for the cold drinks, but his stomach is better by the warm drink. Number 4, Bryonia patient is often made sick from the eating vegetable salad. Next, Bryonia patient lying on the affected site, painful site, in order to diminish the motion. Modalities of Bryonia must be remembered in your mind, that patient aggravates by the suppression of the any discharge, chill worse in the warm room, cough on eating warm room, motion aggravates, least motion also aggravates. In case of amelioration by the cold air and lying on the painful site. Absolute rest is more important in case of Bryonia. Urgent precaution when taking the Bryonia. You must not touch or eat lemon, nor take lemon juice while taking the Bryonia. It has spoiled the action of Bryonia or interrupt the action of the Bryonia. In case of relation, alumina is the chronic of Bryonia, and rustex is also the complementary of Bryonia. So Bryonia is the medicine which is very useful medicine for all homeopaths. Anytime you can use from the acute disease and the chronic disease also. This is the deep acting medicine, no doubt deep acting medicine. You can think this medicine where is the keynote symptoms is present, aggravation by movement, dryness of the mucous membrane, there is stitching pain, amelioration by the cold air, aggravation by the heat. So this is the peculiarity of Bryonia. Bryonia must be remembered. Bryonia is the medicine, is the very common medicine for every homeopath. Daily use of the homeopath must be remembered. the keynote symptoms or the guiding symptoms of the Bryonia. Thanks.